How you guys doing? You alright? I did a coaching session yesterday. A good client I'm working with, he's doing my 6 weeks confidence program. We're doing it over Zoom. I've also worked with him in London, and I want to extend some of the session to help loads of you with this challenge that a lot of men have, a lot of people have, and it's a confidence issue. But this video is about discipline, and I've titled this, I made some notes guys, so that's why I'm looking away. I didn't used to do this with my videos because I can speak off by heart, but sometimes there's certain key points that I can't miss out, and I don't just want to freestyle, I want to make it on point so you get the most value. I simplify the teaching because I understand one of the biggest challenges us confidence coaches and teachers face with helping our clients and people is getting the information across to them in a way that's simple, that they can understand it, feel confident, motivated, inspired, and then go and apply it, make the progress in their life. Because the biggest mistake that a lot of teachers make, and I made it when I started, is we want to give everything and share all the knowledge that we know, and people can't always understand. It's too much information. So this is titled Daily Habits That Build Discipline, and I've gone into them. So let me just give you a brief here. So my client at the moment, obviously his main goal is confidence. When he contacted me, he'd been following me for a long time, and he said, I really want to improve my confidence. I've got to know him. We've got a good relationship. He's a good guy. So he has a vision. He has specific goals which are around career, relationships, confidence, creativity, and finances. And obviously his challenges, you know, it's always the mental side and the emotional side, the anxiety, the overthinking, the doubt, the worry, the insecurities, all the things that we all go through and you'd be going through right now. So he asked me, you know, he's doing a lot of things that are right, which is great. And often clients are, and maybe you are. It's not always the case though, and be honest, sometimes people are doing everything wrong. But he's doing a lot of things right, but he needs to be more consistent. He needs to be more committed, and that comes with facing that fear. This is all about facing fear, most of it. So I said to him, let's start off, this is what we do guys, right? Discipline starts off at home. It starts off with the most simple thing. So when you wake up out of bed, you wake up out of bed, I practice gratitude. Everyone does it in their own way. I give thanks to God. I follow my faith, and I listen to some Les Brown or motivation or 80s music or love music or Rocky. I do that every morning and I love it. You're being thankful, you know, and that's a great start. And then you make the bed, especially for the guys. You know, these are things that our mothers taught us that sometimes we fail to practice until we suffer. Later on we think, my mum was right, or my grandma was right, or my dad was right, I was ignorant, I should have listened. And that's part of learning and growing, is being honest and saying I was ignorant, I was lazy, yeah, my attitude was bad there, but I'm not going to hate myself. That's part of being a better man. I'm going to learn and I'm going to make those changes. Right, sorry, this coffee, I go into these tangents. Right, so you fix the bed. Now listen, I can end the video right now and say just do that. You guys probably thinking he's had too much coffee today. Maybe I have. Listen, if you can't get the simple things right, you're not going to get the bigger things right. Sorry, there's more. I can hear my mum's, all my parents' lovely voice in my head. They'd be proud. Our parents would be proud of us if we get this right, which we will. So, fixing the bed just becomes part of your personality. At the start, it's like, oh, I don't want to, the bed, I don't want to do it. Resentment, anger, aggression. Like a good friend of mine said, I was dating a lovely, lovely woman several years back who I've become friends with, and I was telling her about my training journey. I was passionate. I wanted to lose weight and get in shape. I said, this is important, and when I do this I'm going to help more of my clients. She told me, you know, do it from a loving place, because she recognized the way I was speaking to myself with aggression, you know, with hatred. And she said, you know, you can do the training, and she was right. I've taken the advice and I have a loving relationship towards myself and towards the training. It's the same with fixing the bed. Comes back to that, this is what a warrior does. He does it with gratitude, he does it with class. It's like, I'm grateful that it's humbling yourself. That's what all of this is about, with confidence, self-esteem, and being a better man, a better person. Or for the ladies that are watching, being a better woman, a stronger woman. So you make the bed, you gratitude, listen to some music or whatever, you get in a positive place. You take a shower, guys, you enjoy the shower, you come out the shower, you brush your teeth, you have a shave, you put some fresh clean clothes on. That's a big part of it. Because if you can do that consistently with gratitude, with grace, and with positivity, you can build a successful business. You can get the right relationship, the right woman that's right for you, or the right friendships, or the right business relationships, or fix your existing relationships. That's how deep this stuff runs, but it starts off so simple. That's why I love the beauty in truths, in learning stuff. And I come back to an analogy, and I'm going to make a joke. I said it to another client I'm working with on my 6 weeks confidence program, who is younger than me, and I said, this is what happens when you get old. You know, when I'm about to reach 40, you start telling people that are 10, 20 years younger than you your stories. And he said, no, it's okay. I said, am I boring you? And he said, no. I said, there's power in what I'm going to share with you. When I first walked into the gym in Fitzroy Lodge, I walked in as a 20-year-old who had a chip on his shoulder, who was shy, who was insecure, who was hurting, who was angry, and I wanted to prove I was a tough guy. You know, my father's approval, men's approval, everybody, for myself. Which isn't always a bad thing in the right balance, but it was out of balance. So I wanted to show the trainers, look how good I am at boxing. I'm really good. I can do the combinations. I've been growing up watching Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Nigel Benn, Steve Collins, Joe Calzaghe, Ricky Hatton. What I didn't realize is I didn't know anything about boxing. I watched boxing and I could hit pads, you know, and I was a hard puncher, but when they put me in the ring, I got exposed for the truth. The truth don't lie when you get in the ring, and the truth was a lot to learn. So he said to me, what are you doing? I said, I'm hitting the bag, and I remember him saying to me, you know, who's going to stand there, let you do that? Who's going to stand there, let you throw 8-punch combination? He said, I just want you to keep your hands up, keep your chin down, and just work the jab. And as you work the jab, you know, and move around. And I felt stupid doing that. That's not flash. It's not cool enough. I want to show what I can do. I didn't realize later on I didn't know anything. He was right. When I got in sparring, I got beaten up, got outclassed, got beaten up by younger guys, older guys smaller than me. I didn't know it. It's ignorance, arrogance, pride, just being life, human. And of course, the weeks went by. I started to just keep my hands up, lock, jab. Then I get you know, it's nice when you get it. Well done, proud of you. It makes me emotional. You know, I'm a young kid coming out the gym, dying for that approval, that love, that respect. So, basics. If you get the basics right, you could be a champion in life. So once you get the jab right and you learn how to keep your hands up and block, then you can move on to the other combinations. And that's what we're talking about today. We're fixing the bed. If we can't fix our bed, guys, how can we get the woman of our dreams? We wouldn't have the character to keep her. We wouldn't be able to handle it. How can we build a successful business? It's not going to last, or we're going to build it, it's going to crumble again. And that's what happened to me. So I like to teach you from my mistakes. Hopefully you don't have to make them. I built a successful business with a lot of courage, a lot of passion, a lot of heart. I've done some great things, but I didn't have the character to sustain it because of ignorance, because of pride, because of not knowing, which is fine, but I've learned from it. I've learned from my mistakes, and this is what it's about. None of us are perfect. I've never met anyone perfect. We all need forgiveness. It's a constant process. That's not an excuse to not be great and not believe in yourself. So I believe in myself 100%, and I believe 100% if you're committed, you guys can do this. You can succeed. So can my client. He's making progress. It's all about progress. Not comparing yourself to him, her, the next person, what they're doing. Focus on what you're doing. So, back to the notes again. I'm going to go over some things here. Yep, so you clean the apartment, you take a shower, you make this a habit, it becomes part of your personality. Once you master the basic fundamental daily habits of discipline and gratitude and self-respect, you can move on to the more advanced habits, i.e. consistently working out in the gym with a passion, with love, not with self-hatred, not with resentment, not with misery, but joy, appreciation for the gym. It's a part. Listen, people say it's a mindset, and I agree, but I got to be honest with what I feel. It's a heart set. I think it's both, more the heart in my experience, not even in my opinion. This is a fact. So you got to get into your heart. So yeah, if you can build discipline to clean your apartment daily, then you can build the discipline to make money in your business or in your career and have a good relationship with money. If you can consistently train and eat healthy, then you can build the character, the confidence and the discipline to do public speaking events and transform people's lives. That's what my client Phil was doing. He's doing events that are changing men and women's lives. Phil's doing my 1-year program. He's building, I'm helping him, he's helping himself, helping me till he's building the character, and he's doing it. Why? Because he has discipline in his life. He goes to the gym, practices gratitude, doing the right habits, the small habits, mastering them, not underestimating them. I've also wrote another thing here, just thinking of my other client who's made massive changes. We've got one more session left on the 6 weeks conference program, and he said to me, I loved his honesty. He opened up about, he felt embarrassed in front of me. I said, he's got nothing to be embarrassed about. I actually respect you. It's the opposite. He's never travelled. He's afraid to travel. I said, I was afraid to travel. It took me years to travel. It took me 20 years. I did it. It's never too late. You're 10 years younger than me. Go for it. So this is what this can lead to, guys. So the small things can become massive. But if we don't do the small things, it's no wonder that our relationships deteriorate. It's no wonder that we're not enjoying ourselves. And all of this, I keep forgetting this. The most important thing I feel among all this stuff, which is important obviously for your confidence, is so you can be a better person, you can be kinder, you can be more loving to other people. It's hard to be like that if you're not in a good place in yourself, unless you're, you know, like the 5% of people I've met on my journey of life who are just naturally kind people. They don't have an agenda, they're not trying to get something. And most people are not like that. They're just not like that. So, but you can change and become like that through discipline and through doing these habits. And this is all gratitude, and it builds a lot of confidence. So obviously, if you guys are already doing that, that's brilliant. You can move on to the bigger things. But listen, you never stop doing these. I've got to do these for life. I love it. Because it's not like, oh, I built a successful business, oh, I've got my dream woman now, or dream partner, or, you know, I'm living the life, oh, I've lost 30 pounds, now I just don't need to do the stuff at home. Because if you stop doing it, everything will deteriorate, it will start crumbling down. And this is not just about external things, oh, I'm going to fix the bed so I make money, I'm going to fix the bed so people like me. This is, this is a lot deeper than that. This is so you can enjoy life. You can be a better person, you can appreciate the life you've got. So you're practicing appreciating what you've got. Because all of us have done it, myself included. We complain and moan about what we don't have. We moan about, oh, God's not giving me this, or my family's not doing this, or this is not happening in my business. But we often don't appreciate what we have right now in our life. And sometimes we all need reminding of that. I need reminding of that every day. And I seem to get that. So it goes very deep. I love it. You guys are deep, I'm deep. But we go back to the surface of, yeah, if you can clean the apartment every day, you're going to see wonders. There's no surprise. There's no surprise when you clean the apartment every day, you start realizing, oh, I'm not as anxious around people. I feel more relaxed. I've got less paranoia, or I'm not thinking what they're thinking about me, or I can hold a conversation without stuttering or stammering or falling apart or freezing up. Of course it makes sense. Of course if you've got more discipline, of course if you're in your heart more, of course if you're more grateful, of course you're going to have more love and confidence around people. Of course. These practices show up. So it's internal, external, and I study successful people like a hawk because I love them and I'm fascinated by them. And I mean this, I feel like this is arrogant, and I don't mean it to sound arrogant. I'm a successful person as well. And I believe all of you can be, and I know some of you are, because success is a choice. It doesn't discriminate, but your mind will tell you it does with the excuses, victim mentality, but it doesn't. Everybody has got the right to be successful if they want, but they've got to work hard. So this is teaching you how to work hard, and you know, if you can work hard at home, you can work hard in the gym. If you can work hard in the gym, you can be a better person, and it actually makes you a better person. Okay, I'll give an example, right? And I do believe, sorry, it's a bit light, sorry. Should I share this example or not? Actually, I'll leave it. I'll leave that one out. I was going to share that maybe for another video. It doesn't feel right now. So all these things make you a better person, and they give you more confidence. And of course, they help you to get over social anxiety. This is what I'm going to be talking about at my event, which I'm inviting all of you to come down to on the 23rd of this month. It's all about how to live a successful and a meaningful life, or for men who are struggling with anxiety and social anxiety and who are lacking. I've started to realize lately, I might start changing it, because really, you know, again, one of you said it and I agree, don't get too caught up in labels, and I don't. Now, social anxiety is really just another word for lacking confidence and discipline. Although, yes, it's an anxiety, but it derives from a lack of confidence. So I might soon slowly start eradicating that word, even though I haven't got a problem with it. It's just a description, because I just prefer confidence. I love the word confidence, and that's why my confidence coaching is about. So where was I before I go? A few more thoughts. That's what I wanted to say. This process of daily discipline and habits is self-explanatory, and I remember saying that years ago. I felt quite intelligent when I said it, because it just felt intuitive to a client. It's self-explanatory in that when you do it, you're going to learn more than what I can teach you or what someone else, because you're going to learn through doing it. The experience, it will coincide with your intuition, with your instincts, with your own life experience, with your own personality, and with your own walk through life and the things you've learned that are negative, that are positive, however you interpret them, and it will give you more information to keep going. And that's what happened to me. That's what's been happening. It's been amazing. I need a podcast show to share this. I need about 3-4 hours, and that's something else that I've been praying about. I think it's going to happen soon, that I can get on some bigger podcast platforms. I've got really 2 great stories to share. The second one is more important, to inspire people and share what I've learned, but on God's time. So you learn a lot from doing it. There's like an ongoing essence. You know, you clean the bed, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't know that cleaning the bed was going to give me the confidence to clean the rest of the apartment. Oh wow, I didn't know it was going to give me the strength to handle challenges that usually I can't handle. I fall apart, like bills, responsibilities, letters, external challenges coming in. I can handle these things better. Oh, I didn't know I was going to feel more kinder towards people. All these things start opening up. That is the power of starting off with the basic habits and not letting your mind come in and say, oh, that's easy, that's simple, I want the complicated stuff, I want this, I want that, and that's where you go wrong. So it's also discipline to not listen to that negative voice or the voice of arrogance or too much ego, which just ruins your life if you let it. But if you use it, it can change your life through discipline. So this gives you more discipline to control your mind and your emotions and be a better person. I've ran a bit longer in this video than expected, but that's part of having fun. All right, I'll leave it there. Let me know in the box below. To be continued. This conversation continues on and on, but practice that for now. Let me know, guys and girls, how you're getting on with just get your discipline right where you're sleeping, wherever it may be. If you don't have your own apartment, that's fine. Don't be embarrassed. Listen, another story for another time. If you're living on a sofa, when you wake up, clean the sofa or clean the person's house that you're living at. If you're at your parents', be respectful, clean where you're staying. If you've got your own place, clean it. Renting, hostel, wherever you are, wherever you sleep, where your environment, clean it. It's self-respect. It changes you spiritually, makes you show up better. And I honestly believe when you do that, you attract better things in your life, or you create better opportunities, or people are more encouraged to want to build relationships with you because of your positivity, because of the confidence, the love, the openness, the gratitude, etc. All right, so to be continued. Like, share, subscribe. If you guys want to come along to this event, there's a link below. Click it. I've got it on meetup.com, and I'll send you the time and the information. It's on the 23rd of this month, and it's how to overcome social anxiety, shyness, live a successful and a meaningful life. All right, I'll speak to you soon. I appreciate the support. Bye.